but it's this giant bag. Let's see, we got minis in here. We got, oh look, here's Dusty. Rusty. I already found him at the top of the bag. We need him. Hello.
Yeah, well, but yeah, putting cars in the back, that's the perfect way to get them all damaged.
No, I know.
Right.
We wanted to use a box, but we couldn't find one.
Well, boxes are not that much better.
Well, there you could at least neatly stack them. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another live stream. I am here once again with Robin Tails Fighter because we are going to be, you already read the title, we're going to be organizing more of my collection. You guys really liked it a few days ago, I don't remember how long ago, when I organized the Around the World section of my cars collection. This is, do we have a name for this? I think I called it like the race day section. This is basically...
I'm trying to remember because you do have a name.
I don't even have the document up. I have Robin with me because he helps me keep track of my collection. We write every car I get onto a shared document. So I have him to help read these things. I have him on a call to help read these cars to me.
I'm getting the document up right
Yeah,
now.
me too. I think we have it labeled. I'm just going to Command F and type in race day and we'll see. Yeah, we do have it labeled as race day. So basically this section... Yeah, my favorite setting, the background and carburetor crash. This section is pit crews, and race fans and reporters, and then Piston Cup themed air vehicles. And we do the teams in order I have my racers, I think. And then if you look all the way to the side, you'll see we also have my haulers over there who we're not dealing with right now. The haulers are perfectly fine. They're in order other than the fact that I gotta put Jocko Flacco back together.
The haulers are pretty easy to order anyway, so.
I gotta get Cars 2 Mac. One of the reasons why I stopped buying haulers is because I only have space for like maybe one or two more, and the door is right there. And I love how the haulers look here. That's actually one of the reasons why I stopped buying them. I at least have to get a Cars 2 Mac, and I know eventually I gotta get a Cars 1 Mac, I know. But yeah, or a Cars 3 Mac, I don't really care. I've gone this long without a regular Mac, so I don't really...
Yeah, well, is there no other section where you could put it? Like, can't you maybe put the rest in your own room?
No, I could definitely put the rest there. I'm going to work on clearing out my closet soon, and I'm going to move some cars there. My table is running out of space, and I love my table because it's where I put all the main characters and all the Radiator Springs visitors, but last year when I checked, it could only fit about 38 more cars, which is a lot, but I think that's going to add up quickly, especially when you consider that was before On the Road came out, and, you know, there's a lot of McQueen variants from that already out, i.e. 5 color changers. So I'm going to move, as much as I love having the table be all the main characters and then the Radiator Springs visitors, probably going to move the visitors into my closet. But before I do that, I think I'm going to move the highway cars into my closet. They actually used to be in their own section.
Yeah, and if you were to get more hollows, there's still places in your room where you would be able to put them or not.
Yeah, and again, I think I could put a lot in my closet because there's a ton of stuff in my closet that I just never use that could easily be cleared out.
Also, the Synergy truck, he kind of looks out of place, so if
yeah.
to go to a different section, then that doesn't really matter.
Yeah, no, he doesn't match anyway. And I'm going to move that to my closet, and then I'm going to move my planes into my closet because they don't deserve to be seen. I'm kidding, I want to use that space to display some other stuff, and it's a very small part of my room.
Yeah, and your plane, if you start getting more planes in the future, then at some point they're not going to fit there anymore.
I think we're already out of space with the 3 that I got for Christmas.
So you need a different place for them.
I'm going to disappoint you greatly by saying I was still not able to make the shelf. My grandparents are now on vacation for the next 3 weeks. we weren't able to work it out.
You're organizing the rest of your collection. You'll get there eventually.
Right. And I did my whole floor.
Someday.
I would have done it yesterday, but I had a friend of mine over yesterday, so I wasn't able to. It just didn't work out. I couldn't go see him and then also go make the shelf. So the good thing with this section is a lot of the cars are already in their place, or at the very least, most of the cars that are here belong here. Part of that is because we're running out of a lot more cars are organized than they were before. So a lot of cars that aren't supposed to be here have since been put into the proper places.
He says as TJ Humber's like mid middle.
Right, and the Monster Mutt is there as well. The Rusty's Racing Center trainees, for the most part, are gone. They're actually in a box right behind me. And right over here is just a big old bag that I shoved, or actually my sister did this. These were all cars that were on my floor or on my table, and were not supposed to be there. Look at all these. None of these were in the right place. And, I mean, some of them are just like...
And that's just the top of the bag?
Right, it's not that deep. I think it's about 2 layers, and a lot of them are just minis. Again, we were just moving everything off the floor, but you could already see a lot of the stuff here is stuff we're gonna need today. Nick Cartone, Smokey.
You know that the Gray is probably gonna lose his mirrors because I lost his mirrors on my Gray because of this.
His mirrors are already gone. They've been gone for years. Yeah.
Okay, well, the same as mine, and that's, yeah.
In fact, right before, or at the very beginning of the stream, I already found Rusty, who's going to be one of the first cars we need. Another one of the first cars we're going to need is going to be not Chuck. I now have 2 versions of him, because the one released in the 2021 multi-pack comes with the tire gun. Just like last stream, though, if it takes too long to try to find something, we're gonna make like Taylor Swift and leave a couple of blank spaces. So, I'm very excited because this section of my room, I don't think it's been organized for quite a while. We should do an entirely different stream dedicated to just what's in this bag that we threw together in maybe 5 minutes. There's so many cars in here. That's all right, Rashid Reviews. I just finished watching that video that he put up. So I beat you to it. And I've never even seen that movie. There's some cool stuff in here. There's some stuff I haven't seen in a while because it's just been hanging out on my floor. Look, it's the food truck. Where are these gonna go? These are repainted Hot Wheels that are in scale.
Wait, hold on a second. But we don't even have the monster trucks on the list.
We don't? Well, I think we don't because they're not Disney cars. I think I should put them where I put the Disney Store 155 scale, these guys. Which aren't... These are 155 scale, but from the Disney Store, from a plastic set.
Yeah, that's from... You don't put those with the... what's it called? The cartoon section?
No, I don't. They have their own section because they're not Mattel. That's right, Marauder, but stop making actor connections. That's my job. You can see this has all of the minis, the not fully painted minis. I don't know what I was going to do with these McQueens, but you can see I started painting them over in red. Because these were just things on my floor, and the goal here is not to start making a mess on this floor.
Well, there's minis. I'm sure you have plans with them. Maybe variants or something from Toy Story 4.
Oh, look at this. I still don't have a Lightning Cup McQueen custom. Look, I found Skip Richter. He's at the bottom of the bag. I just got him.
Oh, hey. And...
Mr. Drippy. Welcome to... This is how I'll make it big. We'll do mystery bag videos. Can you tell me what cars...
Put the camera at the bag.
Ooh! Oh, yo, he's flaking! Oh, no. Oh, that's a shame. Look at that. That looks awful. That's okay. We could fix that.
With the work in progress custom, so you can do something about that.
Yeah, no, that's pink. You'll see over time some of my like green painted cars fade a lot. You could already see that with Kara Crashwell. But that pink is not by Sharpie. My pink Sharpie ran out, and you can't buy it other than in a multi-pack, and that just wasn't worth it to me. So I had to I had to move it. I have to move the camera, but I had to buy a different pink marker. You got some cool stuff in here, though. Here's Original Nomad. Again, another car that doesn't really have a home. This was some cheap car that I bought in like a prize box at a doctor's office once, and I went outside. I smashed him a few times. Like what happened to this guy, man? He's like been through a nuclear fallout. Poor guy.
Well, put him with the monster trucks because they're card adventures characters that are in Disney Plus. We'll meet Mattel.
Yeah.
Disney cars.
Here's Longmater.
He needs to be on the table, right?
Yeah, I gotta start. I have all my McQueens done. I could actually go show you that right now if the Wi-Fi in my room decides to cooperate. You will see that you'll see that the McQueens are all in place. Great, my phone thought I was trying to move the camera. I wasn't. Okay, McQueens! And not much else. So what had happened here is
Are those all the McQueens?
these are all. Oh, here's Notchuck. Look, we just found him. That's great. Jessica Jan Petrol. There are going to be some cars that we need.
He's just hanging out with the McQueens.
Yeah. So let me move. This is all my other stuff. So as you can see, the cars are mainly in order. They just have to be just straightened up and put back where they go. Yeah, the Morbius car. I haven't found a place for it yet. It doesn't really have a place. I could put it down here with some of the other Lego sets that I've built on streams. There's not. I don't really have space for it, unless maybe if I move the Namor throne back. No, I think I gotta.
If you continue to buy all of these Lego sets, at some point you're just not going to be able to store them anymore.
Exactly. I'm gonna have to ditch the Ghost Rider car and put it somewhere else. Anything up here that we're gonna need? I don't think so. No, these are just my minis. Superfly doesn't go here. Anyway, so these are the McQueens, and again, you can see most of the other cars are in order. They're just a little disheveled currently, but yeah, all the McQueens are
covered in cars that don't belong. Oh wait, Corey Turbowitz.
Yeah, we're gonna need her, and Nurse Corey, and Vern, and Milo. We'll come back. I'll come back later, but
Just grab if you grab Corey Turbowitz because you're gonna need her.
Darla. And Axel actually stays here. Yeah, no, I'm gonna come back. We'll just remember that these are here. Big Fan. I love Big Fan. I always forget that I bought Big Fan.
Yeah, I always forget that I have him like really damaged without a flag.
I have 3 Chris Revstovskis on my floor over here. So we'll get there soon. I will remember these, but for the sake of the stream, I'll leave in a little bit and I'll pick those up when we get to them. But I am now aware of those. So it's been 13 minutes. I think that's enough stalling, enough talking about my bag full of cars. It's time to get started organizing again. This is my I actually don't have Leroy with snow tires. I just have the normal one. This is, again, the race day section. So we start with pit crews. I have some space here, which I'm not going to use, because if you can't tell, that's a door. We don't have an attic in my house. We have these little crawl spaces we use for storage, and that's the door to get into one. It's covered up by this table here. But back there...
Those type of things, yeah, I know what you mean.
You can actually see it behind my bed in several videos. It's next to the Spider-Verse poster, is the door to mine. And back here, on my sister's side is where we keep the Christmas decorations. On my side is where we keep the air conditioners. And
so this is also where Santa lives.
Yeah, he's back there. But I'm gonna zoom in a little so that we could access this. You guys can see this better. And we're gonna start sorting. The 2 crawl spaces used to be connected. I'm gonna push these forward for now because a lot of these are actually in the right order. They just were pushed back over time. Like these guys are all in the right order.
Okay, so we start with pit crew Mac.
Yeah, well, he's the first one there. If I had a regular Mac cab, I'd put him here. He of course, does not go with the haulers. One of the few cases of cars in my collection not fully going with each other because I'm not going to shove a whole hauler here. The cabs go here, the haulers have their own section. So the 2 crawl spaces used to be connected, but then we had my upstairs bathroom built in 2015. The bathroom, which you've seen in many a video. I use the floor of it all the time. You may have seen a rising amount of appearances of my bathroom sink in thumbnails recently. I've used it as the Salt Flats, and it's actually the current location of the Cars Adventures episode recaps. That's the endless white void that Mel and Chuki are now in instead of the racing garage. That was just done because it's easier for me to film.
Yeah, I do like the racing garage more, but
Yeah, no, I know it's.
Maybe you should like every once in a while do that for like a throwback, maybe like a funny joke in the intro.
Yeah, I have a really funny joke with this new location, though, because it isn't an established location. There is sort of like a weird continuity thing, because Mel and Shuki, like, do they exist out of continuity? They're recapping events. Like, their existence is questionable.
They have appeared in some normal episode parts. Yeah, but it's not sure. I'm not sure if those were fourth wall breaks. I need to see if I can find those scenes again.
Alright, now we're on to Smokey variants. So this is the entirety of my Cars 1 McQueen pit crew. So now we move on to Smokey and his variants, then Sterling and Millie, and then all the Racing Center trainees, who I have all in one box because I used them recently.
You're putting Millie with the race day?
Millie is going with... yeah, you can see on the chart it says Racing Center, Sterling with headset, and then Millie, because she's the Racing Center staff. She goes...
Millie just with my Cars 3 diecast, but then again, I also have Steve Hurst, etc. there, so...
Yeah, so I'm keeping Millie because she's staff for Rusty's. She works at a Rusty's building, so I have her with members of Rusty's. That's why the trainees are there too. They're not members of Team Rusty's, but they're Rusty's cars nonetheless.
Yeah, I have mine, of course, organized very differently. I just have them organized in movie section. In my Cars 3 section, 4 cars, 3 of which would be in the racer section.
It's just like miscellaneous for you. It's just like misc. Like.
Yeah. I don't really have the space. I could organize it like you, but I don't have like a big floor to put all of them. I do, but I don't want. I also want to be able to walk in my room.
I will say, Smokey. I've thought a lot about Smokey because I put Smokey in my pit crew section and not the Thomasville section. But then I put Luis and River and Junior in the racers section, so I don't really have a problem with that. You could definitely argue like, oh, Smokey shouldn't be with the pit crews. He shouldn't be with Team Rusty's. He should be with the Thomasville cars. But I don't really.
For a while, I stored Smokey and the other legends in the same drawer. But now that I have my racer shelf, I actually put the legends on the racer shelf. I have Smokey in his own drawer, small drawer.
Yeah, he has enough variants for that, definitely. Here's Long Smokey, then we need Short Bed Smokey. He was in the bag, so I assume Short Bed Smokey will be as well. I think I used them both in a canceled video. But as I was saying earlier, our crawl spaces used to connect, and now they don't, because in 2015 we built an upstairs bathroom in my house, which you see all the time in videos. So that sort of cut off the crawl space, and that's where we are now. I am not.
Back in the day, did you guys secretly crowd each other's room and?
No, because there was. I wish there was still too much stuff in the way.
Unfortunate. Because that would have been like a good prank.
Right. We, unfortunately, were never the type to prank each other, but, like, life would have been way funnier if we were. That's more us now. We just kind of mess with each other. My sister's back in school, so. Man, I don't know where Short Bed Smokey is. But you know what I did find in the bag? The Hot Wheels Batman. This is a really ugly Hot Wheels car. Oh no! I dropped it. This is a really ugly Hot Wheels.
Yeah, I would never buy this. I don't buy any Hot Wheels anyway.
It came with a set. I'm a fake Hot Wheels fan. I never collected Hot Wheels to get different cars. I always liked the sets. Hot Wheels sets are always cool. I have a bunch in my basement. Maybe one of these days I'll do a video on them.
Yeah. You're like one of the few people who collects Hot Wheels for the sets and not for the cars.
Exactly. Well, I was, I'm not much of a car guy. I don't know where Short Bed Smokey is, so for now we're going to leave a gap. I hate having to do it, but we'll leave a gap for now, and I don't want to make a mess with this bag because like there's a ton of stuff on my floor now because of it.
Maybe Short Bed Smokey is still in the other room.
I think he might be. There isn't much left in the other room at this point, but I mean we just saw the table and there are several cards that go there. But I think he might be like under my bed or something. Something that would make it inconvenient to look for it on the live stream.
Well, just look for him like later on in the stream when we still only have the gaps left, and you can fill the gaps.
Let me just measure with another Smoky. I gotta move my tripod closer. Yeah, it looks very nice. I don't know the practicality of stacking cars on top of each other in a drawer, but you gotta you gotta make with what you have. Like for example, invade your sister's floor space. She doesn't mind. She let me do
The
it.
only cars that are stacked in my collection are the planes from the cars 1 to 1.
I think that makes sense because those are easy to move around. Okay, Smokey. Now regular Sterling. All right, let me go get Sterling. Here's Sterling with headset. But I gotta go find regular Sterling, who should be found him. All right, so regular Sterling goes right here.
Wait, did you grab it from the around the world section?
Yeah, no, Sterling was on the floor the entire time. Okay, Sterling, and then we put down Sterling with headset. Where did I put him? He's right here. And then of course Circus Sterling, my favorite Sterling, who goes right here in the collection. Forget everything you know.
I wonder if there's actually somebody who puts K with the Sterling variant instead of in the Circus section.
Look at this. There's no way all my Racing Center trainees fit here. That's a very small gap for them. Okay, so Millie comes next. Millie's right over here. Then I gotta bring my Cars Adventures finale box over. For the Lap 2 finale, I just put all the cars from it in one big old box. And that box is now mainly consists of random next gens and a couple of trainees.
I actually have the trainees at the end of my racer section, but in your case, of course, that's not really a good idea since you already have too many racers.
I'm a little annoyed that I couldn't. Kurt was. My Disney Store diecasts are actually right off to the right of me. I'll show them in a little bit. But I found Kurt flipped upside down. You may know in the Lap 2 finale of Cards Adventures, there was a whole joke that it was Bugtooth Kurt the entire time. And that was because I actually couldn't find my regular Kurt, but he was here the whole time, and I don't know how I didn't see that. Millie.
You haven't seen him in months, and he's just been there the entire time.
He was just upside down. Millie, first time, I organized this in summer of 2021, and it's been in disarray since. So there are some new additions, like the second Not Chuck and Millie. For those of you wondering, that gap is for Short Bed Smokey. Now we need, now we gotta play a fun game called Can I Recognize Which Rusty's Racing Center is which? Which Racing Center trainee is which? Kurt, this is Kurt.
If you don't know it, I'll try to help you.
This is Kurt. I know that because Kurt with bug teeth would come after him. Okay, Kurt. It is kind of funny having Millie there. I like that.
Kurt and Millie next to each other, like that. That's like, aside from them being in the Rusty's Racing Center, they're completely the opposite of each other.
Right. Kurt, Gabriel. I know Gabriel.
That's the one who was in the 2-pack with Aiden?
Yes. I know Gabriel, and I immediately proceeded to pull out Tom W. Okay.
Hey, at least you know who Tom W is.
That's not even a Racing Center trainee. I just pulled out Rich Mixon.
He's in the other room.
Okay, I have Aiden out. I have... here is Gabriel. And then Ronald. Isn't Ronald looking to the side?
and spoiler.
Yeah.
Rear wing.
Always forget that one of the ones who speaks is one of the ones with different expressions.
I didn't even know that he spoke.
He's one of these are the first three are the ones on the treadmill. That's why they're there.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. But I for some reason I completely forgot who those are because I never looked at the spoiler. Well, I know Kurt because he's the buck-teeth furry.
Well, actually, it is Ronald and Aiden. I don't know if you put that in the chat before that happened, but how convenient. I have to go plug my phone in classic live stream fashion. I didn't bring my charger with me, so I gotta go get it from my room, and we will, I'll grab some cars that we're gonna need in the meantime. But I think I should have all of the Racing Center trainees. I should have all of them in here.
Do you?
Alright, I grabbed a few cars we're gonna need soon, and I grabbed my charger. Most importantly, I found Short Bed Smokey.
Yay!
And I also grabbed Corey Turbowitz, and I grabbed Daryl. Cars 2 Daryl. I don't know, is Cars 1 Daryl? Bob Cutlass is down here. I don't see Daryl. Oh, I see him now.
Yeah.
He's just not in frame.
Both Bob Cutlasses were down there.
Yeah, I see them both. Alright, back to the Racing Center trainees. This is the boring part. Because they're the Racing Center trainees. Okay, Jay?
He's also the one with the VR headset, right?
Yeah, that's how I knew it was Jay. Here is Jay. I could recognize the ones with variants easily because they have variants. Jay and Jay with headset. Oh, that looks cool. That looks good there. Unfortunately, it seems because we added like 3 cars, we don't have space. These were all actually in the exact correct order.
Why is what's the name of the purple demolition derby car with the green?
Liability, I don't know why she's there.
Yeah, she's like in the middle of the port things.
But Short Bed Smokey, where did I put him? I literally just, here he is. Short Bed Smokey is now where he goes, and man, he looks really bad because the rest of the Smokies use the accurate Smokey model.
He's like, has a lot of inaccuracies, but is within the bed, he's like the only one who has textured wood there. The other ones
Yeah.
are textured.
I always like that detail better. But okay, so we have Jay.
Studios.
We got Jay with VR headset. Ernesto. Ernesto is the yellow one.
Yeah.
Ernesto was actually not in the lap 2 finale. He was the only trainee to be missing because Ernesto.
He's like invisible, unconscious, somewhere in the desert last time.
Yeah, so this is Junyi is next. I remember Junyi because they also have a different face.
If he's still invisible and unconscious all in the desert, then he's probably dead by now.
He may very well be. So at the end of
you don't have to worry about filling up that plot line.
Exactly, he's dead. At the end of Cars Adventures Lap 2, Jackson Storm disguises himself as one of the Racing Center trainees, specifically this one, Ernesto, and he knocks him out in order to do so. I'm gonna move these forward.
I don't know if the battery on the invisibility thing will last forever. So maybe at some point you just find a dead body in the middle of the desert.
Oh, see, look. Everything's in order, just like I said. That's it for the Rusty's team. Then we move on to Chick Hicks's team. Then we move on to Dynaco. Starts with Tex. My Thailand Tex looks like weirdly dirty. I don't know what happened to him, but I'm disappointed because he looks nice. His roof like just got like weirdly dirty, and I don't know what happened. I don't remember. I don't think he came that way, but it's weirdly dark. He might have come that way.
He's a bit chipped as well.
Yeah, it's
Unfortunate.
It's all right. See, unlike the Around the World section, I display the pities in a all next to each other because I just think it looks nicer with the pit crews, and also I have more space. So Thailand Tex, 2017 Tex, original Tex. I love how this one's missing both of its mirrors. This one's missing one, and the Thailand one is missing none.
Yeah.
Mrs. the King, Dynaco Showgirl. She should probably be in the chart as Dynaco Showgirl number 1. That is her official name, but I do not care.
Well, his name if you were to ever get the other one.
Still will never understand why they labeled her as number 1 in 2016 and then never made number 2 that year. Oh, it's my favorite.
It's just, yeah.
The on the road circus plastic pieces are there. All right.
Oh, yeah, those pieces. Where do I have those? All right, in my playsets drawer.
All right, we got Roger Wheeler and Luke Petalwork. Then we have Plastic Dynaco Car Wash Pity, my favorite Cars character. There it is.
Why do you put the plastic pity here and not just with playset accessories or something?
I thought it would look okay if it were there. I kind of like that it's there, but I don't I don't really count it.
I don't think I would put him in my pity section.
No, but I got him there for whatever reason.
I would just put him with my other playset accessories. Then again, I don't really have any interest in color change or playsets. So yeah.
But if you're buying playsets now, then I'm sure you have an abundance of plastic immobile pities at your disposal.
Yeah.
Because they love them.
I mean, you could have like the army that doesn't drive or something.
Exactly. Pity gang. The immobile pity gang.
Yeah, the enemy, the arch nemesis of the pity gang, the immobile pity gang.
Where is the pity gang currently? By the way, you can see this is my Stacy from the Leakless pack, and then this is my original Stacy, who's more damaged.
The pity gang, they're still in prison in Car Adventures.
But Adam Park appeared recently. He was in...
Yeah, but he was like kicked out of the pity gang back in season 27 of Lab 1 or something like that?
Yeah, he was kicked out.
He was kicked out after the last time he did pity cars. So they disposed of him, and then he started living in the cave under where the tuners live. So he's kind of like sort of an ally of them or something.
Yeah, he was in Lap 2 Season 14. He helped reveal the fact that that guy did not commit a crime. So then we get into the rest. Again, these are in the order that I display the racers. So it's kind of random and sporadic because, you know, for some I have the Pities, for some I have the Crew Chiefs, for some I have the Hauler Cabs. You didn't miss much. You just missed the rainbow of Rusty's Racing Center trainees. So we're just going to go through. I need Mike Stock Car. I think he's on the other side of the room. But, there's my Stakar, whatever his name is. CB, who is CB the Transparent Juice Cab, because he would be next to the pity. I gotta buy Chief RPM. I don't like how this looks, just infinite, never-ending row of pities.
I just have all of my pities pitties in the same drawer, and then the crew chiefs in another drawer. But I barely have any crew chiefs.
Yeah, well, there really are, compared to pities, there are definitely not as many.
Obviously, because each team has multiple pitties. Sort of.
Again, in case...
Not released, but you get the point.
Yeah, if any of you are wondering, this is the chart I'm going off of. Sorry that you can't see it. In a perfect world, I'd have a good streaming setup and you would be able to see me scrolling through while we put everything down. They were doing a good job with crew chiefs and pities from Cars 1 and 2, and then they stopped.
Yeah.
I want to say 2022 was the first year in a very long time that we didn't get... I was going to say didn't get any pities, but we did get the clown pity. I think he was the only one.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. We got Millie.
So that was the last case of 2021. Ben Dordan. Ben.
Right, Millie was already released, but it.
Yeah. One song in the Cars video game, best looking guy in town, actually goes pretty hard. Convince me otherwise. Anything but free ride, please. I was in a restaurant a few weeks ago, and all of a sudden the song starts, and I just turned to my entire family and I go, oh no, they're playing free ride.
I actually, whenever I listen to music, most of that time I just put up a playlist with all the Cars 1 the video game songs.
So
which includes Free Ride, and I think it's a fine song.
No, it's not. It's a perfectly fine song. I have no problem with it. It's just it is like, it's just there's. I heard it every time I booted up the game.
Yeah.
I think it's like. I don't have an issue with it. I just think it's funny because whenever I played it, it would always like immediately start with that. I think that's part of the charm to it, looking back, honestly. Which one is Dan Holland? See the sputter stop one? Why is the sputter stop hauler not here? Where is this? Have I gone blind?
Where you used him, where you didn't use the rest.
Right? Like, what? When would I ever have... Did I... Oh, for a thumbnail, maybe.
I'll take a look at your channel, see if I can see when.
Well, if he's in the thumbnail for my Murray clutch burn review from last year, that's where he went.
When did you review Murray clutch burn?
Just go to my channel page, and he should be one of the first ones in the 2022 Cars 1 reviews playlist.
Alright.
I think I used him.
Yeah, you did use him in that thumbnail like 10 months ago in front of the racing garage.
Well, then I guess he's still over there.
Is he, if not in front of the racing garage, maybe inside it, and behind it or something?
There's actually nothing in there anymore. I cleared it out, but...
The sputter stop. Dan Holland is the sputter stop one.
think we're gonna leave a space for him for now. Don't know where he is.
Right. Maybe
Oh, wait.
he's still in the bag somewhere.
Nope, he's on the other side of the room. I'm just blind, apparently.
What?
I found him.
Where was he?
He was in front of the Around the World guys. I knew I saw him recently. Something seemed off with him, like, being somewhere in my room.
You saw him recently when we were doing last stream organizing.
I saw him recently, 15 minutes ago, when I picked the Transberry Juice Pity off the floor there. Dale Ruffalo. Xavier Rodell is a Cars 3 cab, but note the fact that I do this as Cars 1 pit crew and then Cars 3 pit crew. It's just the only example I could use for that as Rusty's, because I haven't made many Cars 3 pit crew members. So Xavier Rodell is a Cars 3 release, but he goes here. If I were to get the Cars 1 Spearmint crew, they would go before him. And then the Easy Edel Pity. Then we move on to Cars 2. With, I think, Francesco's crew. Yeah, because it goes in the order I have the racers. I just showed... Oh, here we go. See? Again, most of these haven't moved, because literally what video am I using these for? I don't think I've used any World Grand Prix pit crew members in any video since I did Cars 4.
Did you do the zombie season before or after Cars 4?
Before.
Okay, then definitely not since Cars 4. Igniter goes with the Cars 3 section.
Yeah, since that's a Cars 3 only. I know it gets a little convoluted. It was difficult for me to make that decision when Laura Spinwell first came out. Yeah, so Cars 3 only sponsors are they go after the Cars 2 stuff. That's sort of how I did it. So, like, that's how I do it for the fans also. I know it's a weird system, but it's just how it works for me. But, you know, that's what displaying your collection is, right? I do, like, all the way I do the fans is, like, I do the Cars 1 McQueen fans and Cars 2 McQueen fans and Cars 3 McQueen fans. Then I do King fans, Chick Hicks fans, and fans from the rest of the racers. And then when I get to Cars 3, if they were to ever make a Jackson Storm fan, it would go with the Cars 3 fans instead. I have it organized by team and then by movie. So I have it. The team is Rusty's, so I do Cars 1 Rusty's, then Cars.
Team, then movie.
Yeah. So, well, it's sort of a balance between team and movie. It depends. We'll put it as this: it depends on when that team first appeared.
Right.
Dictates their placement. Pity Rebellion, the sequel. I don't know, but I do want to make a new Cars Randomness soon. I just realized in about a week it'll be a year since the last Cars Randomness. So it's probably about time we do another one.
Maybe celebrate that it's a year by releasing one.
I have several videos I'm working on currently. There should be a Cars Adventures out later today, I guess. Well, there was gonna be. There probably still will be. This stream isn't gonna like disrupt that.
And just like the last time, you also did a stream 2 days ago, and it also didn't disrupt the Cars Adventures episode releasing later that day.
Yeah, so it probably shouldn't change much. And then tomorrow, I guess I'll review Francesca, and I might do a Cars Adventures episode tomorrow as well. I'm gonna do back-to-back uploads. Today is gonna be a Jackson and Cruz episode. Then tomorrow was a Radiator Springs episode. Then Sunday, I don't know what I'll do on Sunday. Might do I guess probably a Christmas haul review. Well, then again, I'm gonna do a Christmas haul review tomorrow.
You just said the Cruz and Jackson, and that made me think of the last stream when you talked about the what's her name, the long card, buying that pack for background characters for that art. Are you still planning on doing that or not?
It's been delisted from Walmart for weeks now.
Oh.
Yeah, it was only up for like 3 days.
Just wait for it to return then, I guess.
Yeah, my theory is maybe it wasn't even supposed to release. But we'll see. Maybe it wasn't supposed to be out yet or something. Or maybe I'll get lucky and I'll go to some stores this weekend and gasp, find new items. But if I don't, then I got a few more Christmas haul cars to do. I've fully recorded the 6 Degrees of Separation video sequel. I have a new weird products I want to make. I don't know what I'm going to do it on. I guess it's about time I do a new weird knockoffs. People really like weird knockoffs. Whenever I do a poll for what should I do next, and I leave weird knockoffs as an option, it always wins. I think they get the most views out of episodes, but I'm going to be honest. I enjoy making them the least out of all the weird products videos. I feel like with regular weird products, I feel like I'm always talking about different things, but I feel like I'm sort of running in circles for weird knockoffs. Because how many times can I say, like, whoa, look, it's this car, this car, but with the decals of this car, or wow, they have poor grammar.
Yeah.
They're still funny, but with weird products, you're doing way more variety in the types of products. So you have comedy beyond, oh, this looks weird. Because, like, part of what I find intriguing with weird products is, like, every single thing that's ever been featured in weird products is something that was actually made. Like, somebody agreed, like, to make that. Somebody approved of that. And, like, with weird knockoffs, so in weird products, I'm sort of calling out, like, oh, this is weird. How does this exist? Why does this exist? Why did they make these choices? Weird knockoffs, you know that, like, not much thought was put into it. So I think part of the comedy is sort of left, replaced with the comedy of this is so insane, this knockoff. But I find this...
So it's not thing that somebody even thought about doing that in the first place.
Yeah, but what I find funny with weird products is the fact that it's all stuff that's actually real and legit, and it's just weird. There are a lot of episodes I want to make. I want to do... For years, I wanted to do a Piston Cup Racers or World Grand Prix Racers edition. I want to do a Mac edition, and I want to do a sequel to the Puzzles episode, and I want to do a sequel to the Board Games episode.
Yeah.
Those are all...
To be honest, weird products is not my personal favorite series.
Yeah.
Personal favorite series is obviously Cars Adventures.
And, like, I don't know where Errors and Inconsistencies 20 is at this point. I honestly, like, it's not something I'm focusing on currently. Gotta plug my laptop in. The plans for it, I wouldn't say fell through, because obviously it's still gonna happen. It's just, like, it's not something I urgently want to do.
Just do what you do want to do, then.
It's another big collaboration episode, and I think I'm still waiting on a few people to send me their entries, which is not their fault. I sort of stopped putting focus on it. I never even recorded my own segment.
Wait, was that the one where I was doing Shoot to the Roki?
Yeah, you sent me your audio.
I completely forgot that I was doing that.
Exactly. I don't even remember if you sent me your audio.
I should probably do that soon.
Well, I'll let you know, because I'll remind people once it goes back into production.
Yeah, I'll put it on my whiteboard. Maybe I'll remember.
Gotta plug my laptop in, so if you see an obnoxious cord halfway down my collection, it's because there's an outlet right here.
I'll be back in a second.
Alright. Well, you just missed the progress so far. Colonel Racers, your favorite Piston Cup cars from Disney Pixar's Cars 3 face the farmlands with unpopped popcorn kernels tacked onto their roofs, hoods, tires, and spoilers. That's genius. I was eating regular popcorn earlier. That's something really funny I could do, just like a food racers. But I don't really do the racer jokes in Cars Randomness anymore. I'm sort of past that. Okay, we are now done. Speaking of past that, we are now done with all my pit crew cars. which means it's time to move on to race.
I'm back.
Time to move on to race staff with Dexter Hoover and friends. I don't know where my Dexter Hoover's flags are currently. Here's the white flag one, or sorry, checkered flag one.
So first comes the one with the green flag, then the one with checkered flag.
Yeah, I don't know where either of those are, but what I will say is I know where all my Chris Rostovskis are on the floor of my room.
Well, they have the flags attached to them.
Yeah, at least they have the flags like permanently molded on. So I'm gonna go grab Dexter. Hopefully, you can find him. I just checked my bin of accessories and Dexter's flag is not in there. I know it's somewhere, but for now he'll have to go on without it. And speaking of things we'll have to go on without, I don't even know where the other Dexter is, so we're going to have to go on without him as well.
Yeah, I don't actually see any in the thumbnail.
No, I haven't used Dexter in a video since I reviewed that Speedway pack that included a duplicate of him.
Right.
It's alright, we'll find that stuff when we get to whatever portion of my room that stuff is in. So, it's fine. And we'll find the flag.
Yeah.
I saw the flag recently. I know it's around somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, while we don't know where Dexter is, I could tell you, we certainly know where Chris Rostovsky is, because I just took 3 of her from my room.
Keep a space open, because this is the checkered flag, Dexter?
Oh, I put green flag. Yeah, green flag comes first. That is checkered flag.
You could use the first release of Chris Rostovsky to measure. That one is basically a Dexter Hoover repaint.
There we go.
Sort of.
No, it completely is. No, I'm not on TikTok. I'm just here. You don't have to leave this fine app to find me elsewhere. And if I were on TikTok, I would you would be embarrassed that you even knew me. Dexter.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
All right, Charlie Checker. I know he's in the bag because I saw him in the bag, and I just reviewed a Charlie Checker. Yes, I already repainted him. You may have noticed the new Patrick Pace that is currently in Cars Adventures is made using the new Charlie Checker I just picked up. I plan on reviewing him in the future, just not right now. Here's Charlie. I don't keep the flag wavers together. I do Pissing Cup staff by movie.
Charlie Tucker, the best Cars character in my opinion. Not the best, my favorite. Sorry.
I'm just going back through the chat for what I missed.
Yeah, he bought Monster Mapoodle like over a year ago, I think.
I bought Monster Mutt Poodle in May of 2021, revealed it in a live stream in June, and repainted it into a Cars Adventures character. Here, the character's name was the Muffler.
That was months ago, so yes, he did buy him long ago.
But yes, I did. I haven't really shown it much since it happened, because the joke kind of died. And if you don't watch Cars Adventures, you wouldn't really have seen it, unless you watch that one live stream. Charlie, Race Tow Truck Tom is on the other side of the room. I just saw him. Or Tow, as he's known in some circles.
What?
Race Tow Truck Tom was originally released as Tow or something.
Yeah.
I love the unified color scheme. These guys. Fun fact: I almost did a Lightning Cup tow truck. I almost bought a loose Race Tow Truck Tom to have be a Lightning Cup tow truck. But considering the fact that these guys appear for like 2 frames of the movie, like the security guard, she's barely in it.
I mean, it would have made sense for consistency, but then again, Ty's Cars 4 didn't have that much focus on the background, since of course it's not animated. If it was animated, then you could have easily put them in the background somewhere.
Yeah. Then we get to Piston Cup security.
You could use the flag waver more than the security guard, since he starts with races.
Yeah, and then I had the flag waver actually spoke. I believe they both spoke actually.
So isn't it weird that race official Tom and tow truck Tom are both called Tom?
Well, I think that's the problem. I think that's why they called him Tow, or honestly, I don't even know. I gotta go get Marlon. I know where he is, I believe. So I will be back in just a second. So this is the part where I dramatically reveal that I don't know where Marlon is. Which is weird, because Richard Clayton Kensington is right here.
Yeah.
Also don't know where Race Official Tom is.
I don't know either.
I could check again just real quick. It's just weird that Richard Clayton Kensington is here and then those two aren't. Oh wow, we've almost been going for an hour. I think I'm gonna stop the stream after we finish all the staff, and we'll do the race fans another time, because it'll take about as long as all this, because there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
there's also the press cars. We have to do those too.
Hold
Yeah.
on. I just found where you probably last used the official guys.
I found Tom.
Okay, well, last you used them in the I believe that is
The Valentine's Day special?
Valentine's Day special from 2022 with For You I Would.
Yeah.
They were in the garage. I see a thumbnail with all the security guards and official Tom and Patrick Pace and Chris Verstappen.
You mean Marlon?
And Marlon is there too.
Yeah, so I'm gonna stop the stream after we finish doing the staff cars, and then we will do the fans and the press cars another time, because that's gonna take probably longer than this. Alright, so Researcher Tom, then we have Richard Clayton Kensington. And then Marlon, and then Tom. Yeah, not sure where he is, but again, we'll find him. It's fine. I'll use Bob Cutlass as a stand-in. They're vaguely close to the same size.
Yeah.
Alright, then after that, that's Race Official Tom. Then we have the World Grand Prix staff with Eric Lindley.
Alex Carville.
And then Globy. Because literally, where else would you put Globy? There is nowhere to appropriately place Globy. So Globy goes here with the Cars 2 staff.
Have you ever used Globy in... No, you don't have it used in the car.
I almost did. I almost used Globy in the episode I just did where McQueen does drive-through. I was...
That would have been funny.
But, like, I don't know what I'd even do with Globy, because Globy can't speak. Globy's an inflatable.
Oh, maybe it would be funny to do something with Globy and the lemons are hiding out somewhere where there's like old World Grand Prix stuff and they don't want to remember of the World Grand Prix because that's where they were defeated in the end. So maybe do something with the lemons and Globy.
Yeah, there's a lot. You might notice already, I've reintroduced, or I've introduced for the first time, a lot of characters into Lap 3 who haven't appeared before. Some of them were die-cast that didn't exist beforehand. Some are just like characters I never used before.
Yeah.
I forgot to bring the Chris Rostowskis into this room.
I think if I had Globy, I would probably put him with the officials, with the race staff stuff as well. And, I don't know where I would put him either.
Okay, I am officially an idiot. I should be legally classified as one because Marlon Clutches McKay, I got him when I got the Chris Rostovskis, and I just forgot to bring them in this room.
Oh,
here he is.
Right. Well, so far with Marlon placed there, we have no holes so far.
Other than Dexter.
Oh, right, Dexter. Yeah.
Dexter's the one hole.
Didn't find it.
Chris with green flag. Chris with green flag. Chris with white. Yellow. I'd like to thank Mattel for not making a new Chris Rostovsky in 2022 and re-releasing an old one in 2023. You have enough now.
The first one released on the new mold was the one with the checkered flag, and we still haven't gotten that one.
Well, that was the prototype, but when it came out, it ended up being the white flag variant.
Right. Still, it was the first image we saw, and we still don't have it.
Well, again, it's because the prototype was checkered flag. Final release was white flag.
Yes, but still, point still stands.
No, I know, it's still one that we don't want. And then we have Lightning Cup guys with their names that I totally remember. We've got my boy.
Did I put them on the list?
Oh, they're flaking too. They are on the list. We got Alejandro, Solid pun, Ty. And
that was the one we came up. You came up with. We came up with on the stream, right?
yeah, and then that's Jennifer Wheelock, which I think I came up with beforehand.
Yeah.
But there we go. After this comes the press, and
Press is pressing.
the press is a very large section, and then the race fans are probably an even bigger section. And since we've already run for an hour, I think for now we're gonna call it quits. But
maybe you could take the cars that belong in the other room from here and put them in the other room.
Probably should do that. But there you go. This is the progress we made today. We're halfway there. But for now, I think that's pretty good. That's, half of the cars more organized than they were last time.
Yeah. And also, just a random question: why is the Cal Waters model Terry Cargas here? When did you ever use him?
I have no idea. Why are both Terry Cargasses here?
We're both here. Well, the Cal model, like, you never use him. When have you ever used him?
I have no idea. It might have been transferred a few times. I might have moved him in here just to have a quick way to stow him away when I was doing something else. Oh wait, we forgot double clutch daily.
Hey.
Scroll back up. He goes before Chris.
Wait, why is he before Chris?
Because I put the legends before the Cars 3 cars.
Oh, right.
When it comes to the Cars 3.
Makes sense.
Yeah. There we go. I almost forget he's there because he's so small. But there we have it, guys. That is everything currently for my pit crews and for the Piston Cup and World Grand Prix and I guess Lightning Cup staff. And next time we will tackle the rest of this mess. But thank you all so much for watching the stream. Thank you to Robin for joining me here. And yeah, should probably be a Cars Adventures episode today. We'll have to see. It probably should be. If only I had a plot for it. No, I do. I just don't.
Yeah, well, if you know what you're going to do about that, just come up with a plot as you go along. That's what I always used to do.
I know. It's a Jackson and Cruz episode that's going to set up some stuff later on in the season. But thank you all so much for watching this stream, and I will see you guys next time. Bye now.